Welcome back to the channel, Survivors. Today we're going to be diving into the brand new map Astraeos. This is going to be an early access look. Big shout out here to Nitrado and Nakatis for giving me early access. So without further ado, let's dive right in and check out what the map has to offer. So right off the rip here, the map is very heavily inspired by Greek mythology. Not only do you have tons of buildings and architecture from ancient Greece, but you also see a lot of different statues posing for some of the different Greek gods, like Poseidon, for instance. And on top of that, I got a question for you guys. Does size actually matter? Because it definitely matters here with Astraeos, all right? Astraeos, by default, the map that I can currently explore right now, you can see I went into admin mode. I'm flying around the map, and it is huge. And here's the funny thing. This version, or the map as you can see here flying around, is actually going to be 100% for free and launching on October 10th for everybody. We first have this starter zone, or this starter island, as you can see here, the one that I can explore in this video. That one's going to be the one that comes for free on October 10th, but then all of these other bigger islands, around on this map to complete the entire thing will all be included in the premium versions. There is no official ETA set for when we can expect that, but I'm telling you, when it comes to size, Astraeos definitely sets the bar here way higher than me, I can tell you that much. With all jokes aside here, in addition to the large size of the map, it is absolutely beautiful and breathtaking. As you can see from all the different B-roll pans and shots that I was able to take in admin mode and photo mode, it is just gorgeous. I really love the different color on the sand, all of the cliff edges, everything. It's just vastly different from anything that we have seen in other maps. Typically, we would see that standard, orangey kind of yellow when it comes to the sand and cliff edges and rock edges. And this map completely takes on a whole new look with having this more white, kind of stone or sandstone feel to the entire landscape, which again, I think is a very nice breath of fresh air here, and it just gives you a more lively experience compared to everything else that we have seen. And additionally, hidden throughout the entire map, there are a ton, and I mean a ton, of ancient abandoned ruins. And to take it a step further, in addition to just exploring these, abandoned ruins, you also have the freedom to build on them, at least currently in this test version. Obviously, I can't speak for the official version when it launches on October 10th until it arrives, but in the current test version, you can actually build on them. You can place foundations, you can place walls, gates, you name it. So if you want to reclaim this, ancient temple, you absolutely can for yourself to create some really cool creative base builds. Or not only that, I can see a lot of people utilizing this to their advantage as a early starter base location. If you just need to get out of the elements, if you need to block, create a warmer space, if you need to protect yourself from, wildlife, you name it, you can definitely utilize this stuff to your advantage. And there are tons, and I mean tons of them across the map for you to discover. And in addition to the beautiful scenery and lovely ancient ruins, there also is a new creature variant, or should I say the alpha version of creatures here for Astraeos, and that alpha version is called Astraeos. You will find these randomly throughout the map, just like you would alpha versions of the creatures on other Ark maps, and these creatures are a lot stronger and deadlier than the standard ones, but they do offer a significant increase to their loot table. And it doesn't stop there. On top of the astral versions or variants of the alpha creature for Astraeos, there also is going to be some new mini bosses for you to take on, and one new main boss for you to take on here for this map. One of them that has been showcased already, and that is the Minotaurs. You can see here from this footage the Minotaurs and fighting them, and just how challenging and beefy these guys are. I'm not going to give you the official location of where these Minotaurs at, because I want you guys to uncover it for yourself. As I said at the beginning of the video, I don't want to spoil more than I have to here for my initial review. But nevertheless here, obviously, as always, once you do defeat these guys, you will get a handsome set of loot, and not only that, even an artifact for you to take home for your trophy case. And secondly here, as for the new main boss that you will be fighting, once again, that has been revealed several times, and that is the Medusa. If you guys know anything about Greek mythology, you can't know that without knowing Medusa, the lady with all the snakes in her hair. Yeah, well, guess what? That's one of the final bosses here of Astraeos, and I have seen tons of content creators, including myself, get it utterly destroyed trying to take on the alpha version of Medusa. Most people will underestimate it compared to other fights and other maps for Ark, but I'm telling you guys, if you are looking for a really challenging boss fight, this one is going to be one that you want to take on as soon as you get the opportunity to do so. But as I did did mention here, it is very challenging. It's in a swamp-like biome. It's going to have tons of bats, tons of titan boas, so you're going to definitely need some stem berries, something to keep you awake and not be knocked out, along with some antidotes and even health brews to stay alive from those nasty, nasty rabies. Astraeos is officially launching on October 10th, and not only is the map officially launching on that date, but so are additional mods for the items that do make up Astraeos. One of those obviously is going to be the player skins, as you can see here, for your character's armor and your weapons. You could download any of these mods on any map of your choice. If you want to be riding on the back of a basilisk looking like Spartacus himself, you absolutely can do so. Additionally, there'll be a separate mod dedicated to just the structure skins, so if you guys want to build an ancient Greece temple in the red zone on Aberration, you can do that as well. And last but not least, here we have the trireme ship mod, which again is absolutely insane. It basically turns the standard raft into this giant trireme ship, and these things are absolutely massive. Not only can you walk across the entire thing, customize it to your liking by changing the sail from blue to red, at least for the early access version, changing the ornate in the very front of the ship to a couple of ones they already have preloaded, and last but not least, you can actually build on this thing. And when I say build on this thing, check this out. I literally built all the way out as far as I possibly could, down into the water and underneath to connect the entire build, which I know sounds absolutely crazy, because it is absolutely crazy. Can you imagine if you're able to build this entire thing and fortify the entire thing to just simply not even have to have a base location on any part of the land? You can simply just live on these giant ships. Nevertheless, guys, that's going to be pretty much wrap up the Astraeos map in the early access version. I don't want to spoil too much for you guys, but in general, I think it is a beautiful, beautiful map, and the free version is officially set to launch here only in a couple of days on October 10th. Big shout out here once again to Netrado and Nakatis for giving me early access as a content creator. I really do thank you guys so much. With that being said though, guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on the channel for everything Ark Survival Ascended, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.